decided to go for a green roof there. A green roof has several benefits there. One is the obvious one. It's actually nice looking. It's a nice looking roof. We use cedar moss. It's one of the easier ones to do, and cedar moss is a type of moss that will change colour with the seasons, etc. It will attract wildlife. It will attract bird life because it attracts insects. So you will have insects and bees, etc. living up on the roof space, and this in turn will attract birds around it. It's a nice thing to have. It has several practical functions as well as the biodiversity side of things, increasing wildlife and actually looking nice and dulling the greyness of concrete. Water that falls on that roof, 50% of it will remain on the roof and just evaporate off. Now, this is very important because one of the problems we have, particularly in Havering, is localised flooding during storms. So if you have a big rain event, a big storm, where it just pours down in a short period of time, the storm drains can't cope, and in a number of cases we have localised flooding occurs in Rainham. The roof will help offset that locally because 50% of the rainfall that falls on that roof will just remain on the roof and just evaporate off when the rain stops in the normal manner. The other benefit is it provides cooling to the building in the summer because it's moist. It tends to remain moist. It helps cool the building during the summer, and conversely during the winter it helps retain the heat into the library. So it forms a number of functions, and it is, as far as we're aware, the first green roof in Havering.
We wanted to go for a cedar roof, A, because it demonstrates that it's a sustainable building, and B, that it helps in water runoff from the roof. It helps in the insulation, both sound and thermal insulation of the roof, and I think it just looks brilliant. Yeah.
That at least 50% of the energy that the library uses, or that a particular building uses, is not used from fossil fuels, i.e. it produces its own energy. And in the case of the library, that energy comes from the solar panels, which are a particular type of solar panels. They're called photovoltaic panels, which actually convert daylight into electrical power, which is then used within the library itself. And when people say solar power, solar panels, they tend to mean the ones that converts daylight into hot water. So the ones that you see tend to be on houses, etc., or even swimming pools tend to have them nowadays, that converts heat directly into heat to heat hot water. The ones on the roof at the library are a special kind of solar panel, and it uses within it, there's solar cells which use a chemical reaction to convert that into electricity. Very common usage. I mean, to give you an example that everyone knows, satellites that are in orbit. The power that powers satellites is from solar panels. They tend to have the wings that spread out for them are solar panels, and they convert the sunlight that's available into electricity for use on the satellite, exactly the way it's been used at the library.